Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Alinga Sise of Urban Harvest Organic Farm. For all of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, I am so grateful. And for those who are still new, please kindly consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Today I'm super excited because we are on our day 14. Guys, we are soon finishing up with brooding the birds, and we all know that brooding is the most difficult part in poultry farming. So we're also going to do the vaccination. So many of you were asking me when the birds reach 7 days that why are we not doing the vaccination, because I think some of you have a vaccination schedule which states that at 7 days you're supposed to vaccinate the birds, but mine, it says that between day 12 and day 14 you're supposed to vaccinate Newcastle disease and the infectious bronchitis. So that is what we are going to do today. This is day 14. I would have done it between, okay, we are still within that within the range, okay? So when you're going to do the vaccination, okay, for these chicks, okay, you can either give in the eye or you can give in the drinking water. But remember, giving in the eye is more effective than giving in the drinking water. So how do we make giving in the drinking water also effective? First of all, you have to make sure that your birds are not sick. Some of you, your birds by day 14 like this could be suffering from coccidiosis, could be having cough, others could be having diarrhea. If the birds are sick, any type of disease, please do not vaccinate the birds. And then also, when you're going to do the vaccination, make sure that you make those chicks a bit thirsty, at least for 2 hours. Now what I did early morning, I decided to remove all the drinkers. Actually, it had turmeric in it. I removed everything, okay? And now they are very thirsty. They are just waiting for which water is coming, okay? And then after introducing the vaccine in the drinking water, make sure that they drink it within the first 2 hours. After the 2 hours, immediately remove everything. The ones that are still remaining, remove it and do cleaning and give them plain drinking water without any kind of vitamin, without any kind of herbal remedy. That all day, so the whole of today they will drink water plain without any type of herbal remedy. So that's the only way we can make that so effective. And we should make sure that we put drinkers everywhere that every baby chick can easily access the drinker. So that is the only way you can make also giving this vaccine in the drinking water more effective. And then also it has the quantity of water that you're supposed to give. So I'm going to show you the vaccine that we are going to use, then I'll tell you the quantity of the water that we are supposed to use. But before that, I first want us to go to the farm, check our birds, then we come back and finish everything. We shall give them the drinking water. Then after that, we are going to wait for the 2 hours. You can see I've already set all my things, okay? All my things. This is how you're supposed to do it. I've set all the drinkers. These chicks are stubborn nowadays. Whenever you leave the door open, you find them out. You can see how they have come out, eh? They are very stubborn. When you leave the door open, you find them outside, eating what they are not even supposed to eat, okay? So, let's go inside the farm and check on the birds, eh? I'll take this later. So these are our birds. They are doing perfectly well. They are now 14 days old, and you can see the feathers are growing very well, especially at the wings. But there were these birds that I told you that their tail and the wings were not coming out like for a female bird, okay? It is still the same. Most of them still don't have feathers at the tail, and the wings are still a bit short, okay? If you can see, they are there. Some of them, most of them, the tail is not yet grown, okay? Like those ones you can see. But otherwise, the birds are very active. They are feeding well. You can see even the feeders, you come inside and find when they have finished feeding. And actually, the week 3, we are now going to also increase on the amount of feed that we are giving these birds. So since morning, I removed all the drinkers. You can see there is no drinker inside here. And when I bring in the water, you will see how the birds are going to run drinking the water. Okay? The motive of removing the drinkers is because you have to keep the birds thirsty, so that when you bring the vaccine like this, they can drink it within the 2 hours. Okay? Within the 2 hours, the birds should have finished drinking the water, and again you remove all the drinkers, you go and clean it up, then you bring the plain water. So the whole of today, we are not going to mix their water with any herbal remedy. We shall give them typically plain water, then we shall start on the herbal remedy probably tomorrow. So you can see the birds are still doing well, and we are good to go. We are good to go. The source of heat right now is not now as much as I was putting in the first week. Like now I can stay a whole day without adding the charcoal in the pots. Then I add in the evening, like at around 7 or 8. Okay, because you can see the birds are now old enough. So these are some of the challenges of using this type of feeders, but it is something that you keep on removing them out. If you leave them there for long, you can easily find when they are all dead. Okay, so now let us go and mix our vaccine, and we come and give to them. So guys, I want us to open our vaccine and we mix it. Okay, where I bought it from, there were three different vaccines from different companies, okay, but doing the same thing. I remember there was one which was very expensive at 46,000 Ugandan shillings. There was one at 18,000 Ugandan shillings. Then there was one of 14,000 Ugandan shillings. And then I opted for the one of 18,000 Ugandan shillings, okay? Now, whenever you go to purchase the vaccine, take note of the expiry date, okay? This is very, very important, because some of you will end up vaccinating your birds and the vaccine will not work. The birds will still get the same disease when you've done the vaccination, simply because the vaccine was already expired. Now, this is the company that I bought, okay? This one was at 18,000 Ugandan shillings, and this vaccine is for 1,000 birds, okay? For 1,000 birds. So this one I'm going to mix, since we are going to mix in the drinking water. I'm going to mix with 20 liters of water. Then I divide in those drinkers. Then also another thing that you must know is that whenever you go to purchase the vaccine, okay, make sure they pack for you in the ice pack like this, okay? And then also make sure you check where these people are picking their vaccines from, because you find that some of these sellers, they don't pack the vaccines well, and when someone come to buy the vaccine, they just pick the ice packs from a different place and they pack for you, when the way they were storing their vaccine was not right. Storage of vaccine is very, very important. Very, very important. If you've decided to vaccinate your birds, make sure that the vaccines you're using for those birds is super, super safe. So now, this is where they had stored it. And even for those who are going with it far away, make sure you put it in a flask in a way that this ice cannot easily melt. Okay? So the storage of vaccines is very, very important. Now we are going to open it and we shall mix in this this is 20 liters, and then after that we shall just distribute in the rest of the drinkers. Okay, make sure the water you're using is clean water, free from chlorine. Okay, tell me to open from here. I normally use a knife. So if you know that you cannot follow some of these precautions of putting in the drinking water, it's better you give on the eye. But you know, we have many number of birds and I do not have people to help me. See, this is how we are going to do it. It's just something small inside. So also make sure that because it comes in 500 doses and 1,000 doses, so this is for 1,000 birds, okay? Make sure you also see that, eh? Those are some of the things you must consider. After that, make sure it doesn't pour down at all. Make sure no water pours down when you're mixing the vaccine. Even when you're taking inside the farm, eh? Make sure no water pours down at all. Baby, the bubble. So we shall just pour a little in every drinker. So it is enough for all the drinkers. Remember, within 2 hours, we want it to be done. Okay? Make sure you put many drinkers, eh? Little water, but with many drinkers in that all the birds can easily drink, eh? So, shall now go to the farm. So guys, you see how they are really fighting for water, eh? My chair away from here. Need giraffe. Need giraffe.
Come to market challenge.
Intense. So guys, you can see how all our chicks are busy drinking. Okay, so now we are going to wait for the 2 hours and then we remove everything. Okay, we remove everything. Then after that, clean the drinkers very well, okay, to remove the vaccine. Then we shall add clean water. Then now we shall add them the feeds. Then we shall call it a day. So as they're drinking the water mixed with the vaccine, let me add them the feeds. Guys, it was not easy. It was not easy. So for today, that is all I had for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for always coming back. Thank you so much for loving me. But if you're still new, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell so that you never miss out any upload. Share this video, comment in the comment section down below, and I'll be so grateful. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and I'll be smiling. See you next time. I love you all. Bye bye.